Billy Ray, let's turn our attentions, if we could, to San Diego State's basketball team. Tomorrow night, San Diego State home against Fresno State. And I want to just make sure I've got my dates right. Do I have what's today's date? Today is the 14th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so that would make tomorrow the 15th. Yeah, tomorrow night.
How we doing?
Sam, doing okay. Pete Berg may have exhausted me. Tomorrow night, Fresno State, San Diego State, SDSU at home. 12,414 strong will be there. Mm-hmm. There is a new name developing on this San Diego State roster. His name is Aqeel Quinn. And statistically, other than X names, he's really your best three-point shooter. Who is this young man? Where'd he come from? Let's find out. He's on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090 for the first time. Aqeel, good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on? Good afternoon, guys.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually sitting here with Sky, just chilling.
You're sitting there with Skyler?
Yeah, I'm sitting here chilling.
Yeah, tell him he did a really good job last time he was on the show. Tell him Scott and BR said you did a very nice job, if you don't mind.
Hey, Scott and BR said you did a nice job last time. He said thank you.
All right, good man.
Well, now, Aqeel, I mean, what has he said about us? Can you tell us?
Did he think we did a good job?
Would it hurt our feelings?
Nah, he didn't. He feels pretty good about you guys.
All right, cool.
Oh, sure.
No bad blood.
No. Well, tell him, hey, I told him now I got some people in Englewood. Whereas before I didn't have any people in Englewood. And now I told him he got some people in Carmel Valley.
Exactly.
All right. We'll let him know.
All right, cool, man. So, Aqeel, I think a lot of people are just starting to hear the name.
Yeah.
And when you look at, just the three-point shooting, that's kind of been your strength, shooting about 40% from behind the three-point line. Explain to everybody, if you don't mind, how you got to San Diego State.
Last year, I transferred from Cal State Northridge. I had to walk on last year. I knew Dwayne Poley before I came here, and he introduced me to Tony Bland. And Tony Bland, I kind of knew him from L.A., from back in the day when I was in high school. He kind of been watching me for a long time, and Tony introduced me to Coach Fisher. I came up here during the summer, transferring after my sophomore year. Came up here during the summer, introduced me to Coach Fish, and Coach Fish said he was going to get me in, and I paid last year, and the rest is pretty much history. I got the scholarship in over the summer. So,
but you had to show up as a walk-on, right? I mean, was that difficult?
Yeah, it was definitely difficult last year for sure. For my mom having to pay for schooling, it was pretty tough. It was just a learning experience, and I'm glad I went through that.
All right, so San Diego State basketball player Aqeel Quinn on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Let me get this straight. Coming out of high school, and you went to high school, what's the name of the school you went to?
Lusinger High School. It's in Hawthorne.
Okay, Lusinger, which, by the way, is kind of a
terrible
name for a school, right? I mean, when you're trying to win basketball games, dude, you go to Lusinger.
Yes.
Yeah, our nickname throughout the district, everybody called us Loser Finger.
Loser finger.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
All right, so coming out of high school, check me on this, you get a scholarship to go to Cal State Northridge and play basketball.
Yeah, correct.
And any other schools offer you a scholarship?
No, not just a lot of interest.
But so you took what you could get, right? I mean, hey, Cal State Northridge is offering a scholarship. I want to play basketball. By the way, it's going to school on scholarship, so I'm taking the Cal State Northridge deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you get to Cal State Northridge, and you play your freshman year, and you play your sophomore year. You play a lot, right?
Yeah, I played a lot.
What motivates you then to say, I'm going to give up on my full scholarship, have my mom pay for school for a year, transfer to San Diego State where, wow, things are really starting to change down there, and you don't know if you're going to ever see the court. I mean, what motivated you to want to do that?
Well, I've been playing against high-level competition since I was little, AAU and everything, and especially high school too. So everybody that I've been watching on TV that was getting all the love and stuff, I knew I could play against them because I've been playing against them since I was little. So my motivation was I always wanted to play on the big stage. So when I saw the opportunity to come here and play, I knew I had to take it, and I'm glad I did. It changed my life.
Yeah, I love that part of the story, Billy Ray, because you hear a guy go, I'm watching these guys play on TV, and, no disrespect to Cal State Northridge, but, nobody's seeing me play here.
Right.
I want a piece of what those guys got. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I know those guys. I played against those guys, and I can play with them.
Aqeel, did you not think it was a huge chance you were taking?
Yeah, of course. I knew it was going to be a risk, but I was really confident enough in my skills and how I am as a person that everything was going to work out.
All right, Aqeel Quinn from San Diego State's basketball team. He's averaging 17 minutes per game. He's shooting three-point range, about 40%. And all of a sudden, as Coach Fisher is trying to determine, who's coming off the bench and who's getting what playing time, how have you been able to work your way into the rotation?
Man, it's been a long journey, actually. Beginning of the year, I was pretty much stuck on the end of the bench. I couldn't see no time, but I just kept working in practice, and coming in off days, coming in to shoot, and I was just hoping my opportunity would come. And when it came, I felt like I was beyond ready. My confidence is always high, and so when it came, I was ready.
How do you think Coach Fisher knew that you were ready? Knew that you were ready for this responsibility? Get you out there and let you take some shots?
Through practice. He seen it a lot in practice last year too. A couple of days when I had to be on the scout team, and I was pretty much doing my thing for the other team, and then when I came into this year, it kind of transferred over, and so that's pretty much how it went.
All right, Aqeel Quinn, he's number 10 on San Diego State's basketball team, who, by the way, is number 10 in the most recent AP poll, number 11 in the USA Today coaches poll. And I'm just wondering, as you're looking towards the future, and look, you're in the middle of this season, and it's been a great season so far. You look at a guy like X Thames, and you go, he's going to be gone next year. I mean, are you looking at it like, I'm getting everything in I can now because that's the role I want next year?
I wouldn't say I'm kind of looking forward to that right now, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I'm just trying to put my work in this year and make sure this team goes far. But I wouldn't say that's not on my mind, though. But,
yeah, no, I don't mean to say that you're thinking about the future like beyond just this game against Fresno State. What I'm saying is that transferring in, sitting out a year, getting the scholarship, getting the playing time, succeeding on the court. You're kind of setting yourself up for what the next year could be in your career is what I'm getting at.
Oh, right. Of course. I feel like this everybody's aspirations to want to succeed at a high level, especially when you work very, very hard, and to see the benefits and everything of it paying off is one of the best feelings in the world. So
Billy Ray and I have kind of quizzed you now about this whole leave Cal State Northridge scholarship to come and walk on at San Diego State.
Neither of us understand it, but we'll work our way through it.
Because let me say this. If you were my kid, right, I'd be like, wait a second. You're leaving the full scholarship to walk on.
Hold on.
What was Mom's reaction? And you intimated that, Mom had to pay, so I'm curious, was that a big, that was a big deal for her, obviously.
I mean, it was a big deal, but my mom is very, very chill. So when I said I wanted to leave, she was okay. Well, where do you want to go? That was the next question.
You said San Diego State, and she said.
She said okay.
She didn't say how much.
No, she didn't even ask how much.
Wow.
So your mom's chill.
Wow. Yeah, she was gonna make it happen. I'm her only child, so.
How many of us can say that about our mothers?
Right. My mom's not chill.
No.
My mom's far from chill.
Right.
And I'll say this, my wife, who's the mother of my 4 kids, she ain't chill. She's not even close to chill. For reals, dog.
That's right.
She ain't even close to chill.
Get her chill.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know about that chill mom stuff. So Mom said she's going to make it happen. What does Mom do for a living?
My mom she was a high school teacher for about 15, 16 years, and now she's at a middle school in Inglewood, Warren Lane.
Really? She didn't teach Skylar, though, growing up as a kid, though, huh?
No, she didn't teach Sky. She taught Sky, though.
Yeah. But think about that. Mom's a school teacher. And is Mom a single mom?
Yeah, mom is a single mom. Raised me up on her own for 22 years.
Dad's never been around?
Nope, never been around.
Know him?
Nope. Last time I think I seen him was about age 3.
Yeah, your mom's got to be, and listen, she's not alone in this. We've heard great stories like these before of mom. Dad leaves for whatever reason, and mom's got to do it all on her own. Yeah. And that's amazing. That mom said, "Hey, we'll find a way," because she's a school teacher, but school teachers don't make a lot of money, frankly.
Exactly. I even had to take out 2 loans last year, actually.
Wow.
So it wasn't just all on her.
Yeah, but still, the point is that again, you left the full scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great story, and it's great to see you succeeding.
Right.
And it's an excellent opportunity to get you on the radio, and for people that are not, they know a couple of names on the team, or maybe they know the starting 5 guys. But Aqeel, you've been a guy who's all of a sudden made a serious impact here. So good for you.
Thank you, appreciate it. I appreciate for having me on the show too. It's real fun.
No, It's been a pleasure.
Any particular reason why mom chose to not put a U behind the Q in the first name?
No, I'm not even sure, because for a long time everyone was always like, "Are you sure it's not supposed to be you after your name?" I'm like, "Nah, it's no you."
Beautiful.
All right. Hey, man, we look forward to seeing you this week when you guys take on Fresno State. Great talking to you. Thanks so much.
Okay, definitely. Thank you, guys. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Aqeel Quinn, San Diego State.